Hello again, everyone. This is Leah Klein, Health and Wholeness Coach. And today, my question for you is: are you in need of restoration? Our verse is Psalm 23:3. He restores my soul. He leads me in paths of righteousness for his name's sake. Are you in need of restoration? We all are. We are all fallen creatures unable of reaching God on our own. He has to restore us and call us to himself, and then he leads us. All of this through the death of Jesus. So I know this is the time of year to talk about his birth, but all of this is a picture of what God does for us through the sacrifice of his son to make us righteous by giving us Jesus's righteousness in place of our unrighteousness or self-righteousness, which is unrighteousness. All of that is possible because of the death of Jesus, which wouldn't be possible without the birth of Jesus. So that's bringing it back around a little bit to Christmas. But not only do we need literal physical salvation, restoration to save us, we also need to be restored in our daily lives. Now, our restoration is not just a one-time event. Our sanctification is ongoing. Justification, yes, it's a one-time event. Sanctification is an ongoing process that we are in the process of doing, and we need restoration. We need stopping, recharging. We need God to fill us and bring out of us what he wants from us, the growth he wants us to have. And one of the ways he does that is through retreats. So I do want to encourage you, ask God to restore you in whatever place you are with him. Ask him to do what he needs to do to restore you and to lead you. And if you're really in need of God's restoration and direction, I do encourage you to take some time for a personal retreat, even if it's a couple of hours, even if you have to sit in your car because it's too cold to sit outside. I've done it. It can be done, and it can be beneficial. It's just a matter of getting out of your normal environment, turning off your phone, and disconnecting. That is a huge part of it. And I also want to invite you to my next ladies only retreat that is happening February 24th through the 26th in Lakeside, Arizona. So if you're even remotely in the area, think about that. And obviously, February, it's not going to be super warm outside, and we won't sit around outside a whole bunch of the time. We may go for a little walk or something, and depending on weather, and spend the rest of the time actually by ourselves inside. It can be done, especially if you're not in an environment you're used to. It's not home. That helps. And obviously, it's a mixture of time together and time where you're spending time with God and are by yourself. So I do encourage you, if you're interested in more information about that, to reach out to me. If you're on my email list, obviously you already have my email address, and you can reply and ask me for that. The brochure is being finished as we speak, and so that should be available by the time you're listening to this. And I wanted to wrap us up by going back to the song we did the first week when we were doing Psalm 23, because it is got so much beautiful pictures of from Psalm 23 in it, and it's actually not as hard a tune as you would think. So I will go through the verse 1 again, and then I'm going to actually, I think, skip down to verse 3 this time, and then next week we will do all of the verses. And so feel free to join in if you remember it from a couple weeks ago. It's a traditional melody. So, my shepherd, you supply my need. Most holy is your name. In pastures fresh, you make me feed beside the living stream. You bring my wandering spirit back when I forsake your ways, and lead me for your mercy's sake in paths of truth and grace. The sure provisions of my God attend me all my days. Oh, may your house be my abode, and all my work be praise. Here would I find a settled rest, while others go and come. No more a stranger or a guest, but like a child at home. And I will see you next week with our wrap up of going through part of Psalm 23, verse 4. See you then. Merry Christmas.